What's up, Sherpa Network? Thank you for tuning in today. My name is Jonathan Tenenbaum, aka JT, aka J On, aka Sherpa Winfrey, aka Thunder Mountain, live and direct, actually here, really not too far from Thunder Mountain. And I'm the host and producer of Domain Sherpa, where all roads lead to domains. Today's show is a Domain Sherpa review, where we get into the minds of successful domain investors using real examples so we can learn strategies and tactics to become more successful domain name investors ourselves. These are the experts, the OGs, the best in the biz, my personal friends, whether or not they would like to admit it. But let's go ahead. We got 4 segments to a Domain Sherpa review. We got the grand opening. That's where we are right now. I intro the Sherpas. We see what's going on with them. We talk about some related things, some unrelated things. We drop some AKAs, all that good stuff. Then we're going to slide into the domain game where we hear about what the Sherpas recently bought or sold. Everybody guesses, and then we keep scoring. Eventually, somehow, some way, someday, get some swag to the winner. Josh, I still got your hoodie at the crib, man. Anytime you want to come through, I got you. I got you. And then after that, we've got NameJet and a Jet, which is sponsored by our friends at NameJet. We review a list of domains coming up for auction, and we see what the Sherpas like and what they don't like. And then last but not least, we've got grand closing, where we'll discuss anything we haven't covered already, what's going on in the domain space, looking at the market, trends, current events, allowing our guests to mention or promote anything they want to talk about that we have not already covered. So with that, let's go ahead. Oh, and this week, I think, since we're in the middle of December, we're coming up on the end of the year. I can't believe it is already like December. And
yeah, wild.
As these days pass, the other day, my wife's like, "Hey, Christmas card." I'm like, "Why do we need a Christmas card? We're not there yet." But it's like, we're there, you know? It's like, this has been 2024, man, 2024. So, all right, well, let's keep it moving. To my lower right, we got my boy, the one and only Shane Culture, a.k.a. Sugar Shane, a.k.a. Honey Shane, a.k.a. Mike Rowe, a.k.a. Blame It on the Shane, a.k.a. House of Shane, a.k.a. The Cultivator, a.k.a. Blue Oyster Culture, a.k.a. The Culture Personality. Doing it for the culture, in Shane in the membrane, in Shane in the blockchain, domain chain. What's up? What's up? I'm hitting them all. Your list has gotten so long over the time.
Well, it's pretty easy. To be fair, it's pretty easy between Culture and Shane. There's a lot of rhymes.
That's it, man.
Oh, all good.
As long as we don't have.
You just remind me. I got to pack honey. I totally forgot. I got 3 orders of honey. I got to get out by noon. So
hey,
I totally forgot. Yeah,
that's what it is. Bee house. I mean, so you guys got any holiday stuff going on? What's
yeah, I mean, it's not a promotion, but yeah, I got free shipping like everybody. You have to after $30, it's free shipping. But honey makes a good gift. It's a pretty
makes
good
a great gift. Everybody get to beehouse.com. Billy, put the site up. Bam, bam, bam. Beehouse.com. And go get your honey on. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing I love about this industry is, we're in domain names, and then we sell domains to people that build businesses. And then we get to see all the work that it takes to build those businesses to be able to afford those domains. And man, I've had a good time this year learning that shit, is like packaging, delivery, marketing. I love that stuff. To me, every day, I absolutely enjoy building. And I'm so glad to be there. So yeah,
every
it's
day
been a
you're
great.
hustling. I like it, man. I like it. Well, get to beehouse.
Every day we hustle in.
Every day we hustle.
And I'll throw in there too. The other thing is Josh and I have been doing a weekly spaces just to keep some consistency during the week. A Sherpa comes out every week. Josh and I are doing a spaces every week. And we had Booth on there, and he couldn't hear a word we said. We couldn't hear a word he said. It was horrible. But we still showed up, and we're still going to do it again next week. And so
Josh is like, yeah.
I don't know if Josh's having a good time, but I'm having a good time talking. Anytime we can talk more about domains, I'm game. So
Josh looks like the juxtaposition of like his vibe right now compared to his background. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
He looks like Scrooge is like, he looks like a kid being placed in front of the tree for pictures or on Santa's lap. He's not having it. But let's go ahead and introduce Josh, because he's out the cave. He's downstairs. He's in front of the he's in front of the advent calendar and the elf on the shelf. He's got it all, man. Y'all ain't playing.
Got it all in the background.
On the shelf.
You ain't playing. All right, well, let's go ahead.
And elf is riding on unicorn today.
Below me, we got okay.
And that shit's super good for you. Like,
all right, so let's talk about this.
Get some real tree in the house.
We did the real tree.
Get some real tree.
We did the real tree.
That's not even a question. That's like, that shit's,
Dude, we did the real tree, and it was a pain in the ass. I hated it. I had to go get it. I had to drag it to my crib.
That's because you don't do things the right way.
I got bugs and all
I got
shit. Like
I got a Frenchie. I call his ass up. He delivers it to my house, and when it's time to go, I call his ass up. He comes and picks that shit up. and I pay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like he's like, yo, all you gotta do is be rich, and you can enjoy all the fruits of a real tree. You know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck, man.
Also, listen,
I
Jonathan,
pay
drill stand.
65 euros, dropped off and picked up. 65 euros. That's literally, basically, it's like rent a tree, but but it's a real tree. It's not,
I love
Yeah.
that.
And
I love taking out the work from it because it seemed like a lot of
hell
work.
yeah.
People
And I don't know
water,
what these dudes
the
do, but
fire
I'm telling you,
hazard.
like all the trees I ever grew up with, and we get a nice Christmas tree, but it was like, the branches start sagging, the needles are falling like crazy.
Yeah,
As
that's
soon
the
as you put
experience
that
I've
thing
had.
in the living room, this thing stays robust. This thing's got a better boner than fucking Brian Johnson. It stays up. The leaves
Who's
are
Brian Johnson?
He's the guy that's trying to stay really young.
Blueprint.
He just put out a
Oh, that guy.
trying to-
Yeah.
He literally looks like an alien.
He doesn't
Yeah,
look
he
like a
just put out-
vampire at all,
Yeah.
though.
No, yeah, but he just put out some
you
new
look
shit where
great,
he's like,
dude. You look good.
he's like, you need to reverse age your penis, and it's like, dude, enough's enough. Simmer down.
I mean, there's part of me that I'm like, man, I'd love to like live that long and go all in. Then I'm like, but it also I don't want to look like a cadaver in the process. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. I'd rather. Yeah, I already did that math. I already did the math. I was like, okay, so get an extra, 20, 30 great years, but that means I got like 80 years of being a freaking vampire zombie robot in front of me with no social life. Like,
well, you're gonna outlive all your friends and family. You know what I'm saying? I guess unless you put the family on the same routine, then you guys can all be like,
yeah. Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
But hey, shout out to him, man. It's good to have goals and just get on your shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all, but back to the tree situation.
Hey,
So
it's good that somebody's doing it because it gives us like, a benchmark. You know what I mean? If that dude makes it 200, then my kids' will be like, oh yeah, maybe we'll try that.
Yeah. No, I like it. I like that. It's good to have options too. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. I think you need some.
Speaking of options, we got to keep our message here because this is important. So we've got 3 votes for real tree, and I'm the only fake tree vote. But I like the idea if I could have my tree brought and removed, or I actually don't even mind the process. Like going to get the tree is kind of cool because you're like, oh, out and about. You know what I'm saying? You got your Starbucks, you're vibing, you pick your tree. But I remember having to drive that thing home on like my Honda Accord. It scratched my car.
Big headache.
I was bad at
big
it.
headache.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
And the other thing is a drill stand, right? So they have a machine. They put it in there. It levels it. They drill a hole in the bottom. And you put the stand on, and you just stand it up. No more leveling.
That's it. That's what we got. That's thing. It's a bop. Done. None of this tipping tree.
Then you got to water it, though, right? You got to water it.
You got to put water in it. But my God, what little do you want to do? Why don't you just not celebrate Christmas and then just get cars?
That's what kids are for. That's what kids are for.
I know, but that's the problem with my kids. I tell them,
my son can't wait. My son can't wait. He goes, "Can I water the tree?"
Absolutely won't do it.
Twice a day, he wants to water the tree.
That tree's going to catch on fire if my kids.
And you get the tube. Like, you ever seen the tube? You hold it up and you pour the water in the top. It's like a long stick. The kids love doing that. Just hell, they'll do it for free. You got to learn to work the system. Have somebody deliver it. Have the kids water it. You just don't know what you're doing. Is really what it comes down to.
I don't. That's what I'm saying. This is why this is such an important conversation and why we needed to have this on the show, because this is going to help change my entire whole tree game.
Look, this fool has got a palm tree on his hat. What does he know about Christmas trees? Nothing.
It is kind of awkward to celebrate Christmas when it doesn't actually get cold, although it's been colder, you know what I'm saying? So it's been a little bit like, I do miss like the white Christmas snow, you know what I'm saying?
It's not that your fake tree is worthless. It's just that it's worth less.
It's just that it's worth less. Hey, man, I'll tell you the other thing I love about the whole doing the real tree and having it brought and dropped off and then taken away is that I also don't then have to keep this fake tree year round, because that thing's a pain in the ass to get in and out of the garage. I have to have it up on top in the storage. I got to pull it down in these enormous fucking bags. It's like that's a hazard. You know what I'm saying? Bad for my back. Doctor said I need a backiotomy. You know what I'm saying? And now I've got
backiotomy.
I got to move these big ass Christmas tree. Like if your tree's in a bag, it's probably not a great tree, right?
Josh is close enough. He looks like he gets a tree. Just have him throw one more on there, and then just have him stick around to bring all the Christmas cheer he's bringing right here.
This is Josh. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, and I am who I am, okay?
Oh, hey.
Brings the Christmas tree.
Okay.
He's like that elf. He's like the elf that bounced. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not Buddy the elf. He's like the other elf that left, like the disgruntled.
Bernard.
Is that what his name is in the movie?
Listen, every opportunity you have to absolutely shit on a world leader who is a corrupt piece of shit.
Oh,
anywhere in the world, you should do it.
We're not doing it. Come on, man.
I'm talking about being opportunistic. This is all about domain names. Opportunistic.
Right. Speaking of domains, that's right. We're going to talk domains. Let's get into the domain game, actually, and then let's run through some names that were really recently bought and sold by the Sherpas, and let's see if we can't get somebody some swag. What, Drew? What you got? You got a buy or a sell?
Oh, you had to go to me first, didn't you?
You're first in my.
Can you go somewhere else?
Surprise! We're doing the domain game again.
What? We're doing this. I've never done this before. Every time.
Gotcha.
Even if you win, you're the merch is gonna be a long time coming. So
it's gone either way.
Yeah. All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1. And the survey says, ooh, okay, Josh is at 25,000.
Whoa.
At 38,000. All right.
Y'all usually make me feel bad about myself. Now I feel good.
All
I bought it for 10, so that puts Josh wins.
Josh with the point. You didn't get embarrassed after all.
But even though you got the point, you should still feel embarrassed.
Somewhat.
You were more than double. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you're driving, like it's a small infraction until you double the speed limit. Once you double the speed limit, you're going to jail. You're getting your car impounded.
It's a tough. I mean, I know that the.
Oh god.
I know that the
won, but
the LL
over double.
So like the LL.org market, I mean, is typically like on the lower end, like you're getting paying like 15-ish. So I just, I don't know. I just figured that the NN might be slightly higher than that just because of scarcity.
Well, I think the market is higher. I think I actually got it.
I just think it's funny that Drew is like, yo, thanks for making me feel good by saying that I paid more than I paid. But in your turn, I'll make you feel bad. Wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, you made me feel good. I'm gonna make you feel bad.
They're good. I mean, great combo as well. Great combo, right?
He is the Grinch, though, man.
Yeah,
he really is. He's the Grinch. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if it was lower, Drew would tell me that 18 is the number of the dragon.
I mean, it's just a great ball. It's a great number. If it was like 3, 4, I probably would have said like 10 grand. But
Walter Payton.
Yeah, your ad here, right?
Where was it? This was on NameJet.
Yeah.
Your ad here.
All right, let me know when you get it ready.
All right.
3, 2, 1, flip. Oh, you can't see my. Okay. All right.
Oh, wow. Nice spread.
Josh is at 1,411. Drew's at 3,588, and I am at 6,500.
It sold for $3,049.
Oh, Drew. Dang. That's it. All right, cool.
I thought it was a good buy. I was at $3,000 and walked away, and I didn't come and catch the guy that bid me. So
yeah, I mean,
it's a good name.
I think it's a great name. I think if you have an ad business, if you go with youradhere.com, I mean, since it's kind of the nomenclature of like you said, it's what you see on a lot of those billboards when people are selling that kind of advertising. If that's your business, that's a pretty cool name to have. That feels bigger than, and especially if you're talking about an investment of, $5,000. But but as a domain investor, right? What are you trying to sell that for? So
you're not going to get too much, but I think at 25, 30 grand, you can move that with some outbound. Like that's an outbound name. I don't do a ton of outbound, but when you have something, who can use that name and you can reach out to, to me, that's a perfect outbound name.
Yeah. I dig it. The name my gosh just bought, he bought Tuki.com. All right, bam.
All right. I got you.
I'm on this. I got this weird thing, so I can't. All right, I'm at 8,500. Shane's at 12,000 and Drew's at 14,000.
Were you really though?
So
I paid $8,000 for it.
Bang! That's right. Boom. All right. So that's what's up. So talk to us about $8,000. I mean, that feels right. That's one of those names that you're going to go sell for $80,000. But
I'll probably ask more than that. Probably ask 200.
Okay. It's a great brand. I mean, that's just, love 4 characters. I mean, Drew will go off about his
I pretty much all my 4-letter CVCVs like that, the pronounceable good ones, I pretty much price them all in 150 to 250 range. And then, if it's got a repeat vowel, then more like 250 to 500.
Yeah, even the 5-letter alternating like grano, those things have skyrocketed lately as far as acquisition cost and selling cost. It's definitely reprice your if you have good ones. If you have 4-letter and 5-letter, you need to price those accordingly. They are really hard to get. Josh got a great deal. You're not going to find too many for $8,000. CVC.
Yeah, they're really, really cool brands. I mean, they are. I mean, from a branding perspective, they're so popular. So
yeah. 4-letter and 5-letter pronounceable non-open vessel, like open vessel words are killer. I always thought that 10 years ago, 12 years ago when I was buying them, and finally people are seeing that like you're not going to get Gemini, so maybe you go with something else in the doc. So
I love it. Well, nice job, Josh. Good job on a
nice one. Nice buy.
Right,
that's a great buy at $8,000.
So here's where we're at. We are in final round, final Sherpa. Drew, myself, and Josh each have a point. You're eliminated. Billy, throw an X on him. Do something like
there was one that sold. If don't cheat either. If you were in on it, I got more. Livelihood.com sold.
I was in it, but I don't know what it ended at. I was in it and then it went more than I wanted to pay, and I walked away like 2-3 days ago.
So what were you in
Let's
it?
do a different one.
Give us at least give us what we know.
Okay, how about Red Castle? Were you guys paying attention to that one?
I was not.
Only in like day one, and I didn't follow it after that.
Okay,
this is BS.
I wanted
zero for me.
I actually wanted to bid on Red Castle, and then I think you were the high bidder, and then I was like, I'm gonna let Shane take it.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. Let's
I don't know. I have no idea what it sold for.
How about Cyber Sky? Anybody do that one? Cyber Sky.
No.
I think Red Castle is a better word though for people to understand the value of two.
Are we good? Let's do Red Castle.
Yeah, let's do Red Castle. I think it has more value.
All right. So this was a sale on NameJet.
Yeah.
Was it NameJet? Yeah.
Yeah, because we had it on our list. That's another one we had on our list. Yeah.
Yeah. And I love doubling back on these because it gives people a sense of like, and if we
what was the last price you saw it at, Drew?
Red Castle? I honestly don't even know. This was what was this last week? Time last week? Yeah. I don't remember. I literally zero idea.
All right.
They always run at the end. They do run.
Red Castle. Okay.
All right.
I'm not flipping till JT
has nothing.
450.
Ooh, look at that spread.
Oh, wow. It's tight. It's
44.50. Josh is at $5,001 and Drew is $5,888.
Josh got sandwiched.
5,000 even.
No. Oh, Josh.
No.
Oh, dude. I was about to do 4,999. That would have been was 5,001. That would have been crazy. We would have to go to Josh and I would then be going to some kind of a final round. All right, congratulations, Josh. More swag on the way. Very excited.
Oh wait, yes, I'm getting so much.
Josh only has to go down the street and you know what I mean. Show up.
I'm like, yo, dude, we actually
go down the street with a Louisville. You'll get some swag.
I told him anytime, just come on down, man. Pickleball courts ready to rock and roll. Actually, my brother-in-law, Berto, was playing pickleball with a couple guys the other night out at Nocatee. And
was he?
Yeah, but they mentioned you. Like somebody mentioned your name. Like you're like Josh is like the legend at the local court.
Famous.
And like everybody's like, oh, wait, Josh? You know Josh? He's like legit the dude. Yeah, and because it was Berto, and you ever play with Blake Bortles? Dude, who was a quarterback for the Jags for a while.
Yeah, I've seen him.
I forgot about Blake Bortles. Yeah,
Blake Bortles is in town, so because he's from, he's from Jackson. Well, he's like a Jacksonville pseudo hero. I mean, they made it to they lost in the semis, right, in the AFC Championship game to the Patriots. The year the Patriots then lost to the Eagles in the Super Bowl. That was his best run, but he was an NFL quarterback for 10 years, right? And super cool dude. And so he's around the area. So he was playing with that group that Berto was playing with, and they Josh's name came up, and they're like, "Oh yeah, Josh."
You're telling me a legendary NFL quarterback mentioned Josh's name? Oh my!
I'm not sure who mentioned it specifically. I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? I've heard the story second, third. I'm third handing it now. But yeah, he was in the conversation where they were hyping up Josh. You know what I'm saying? They were like, "Oh, you know, oh yeah, Josh." And Burrow's like, "Oh, that's my guy." We went to dinner like one time. my brother-in-law, who also played in the NFL, you know what I'm saying? He played for the Miami Dolphins for a few years. He played for the Titans. He was a wide receiver. I mean, he still looks
a bunch of pro athletes talking to a pro athlete about a pro athlete.
Exactly right. And they're all talking about Josh. He's like, getting a NameJet, getting a jet. We got a list of domains that are up for auction on NameJet. We're going to talk about what the Sherpas like, what they don't like. Go to the blog post on domainsherpa.com. You can pull an Excel spreadsheet that's got the names that we're going to talk about, along with a bunch of different stats. So hopefully that helps. But none of this is financial advice, and we're just talking like we talk. So all right, well, let's go ahead, and Shane, you are Drew went first on the domain game. So why don't you pull the list and tell me what you think? And I had to pull this one kind of quick because I'm traveling.
Yeah.
So. But
at first I didn't like him, but then I started going through a little deeper. I do like I like Olco just because kind of what we talked about before doesn't really mean anything, but that OLCO, 4-letter, pronounceable, company at the end. I think those are exactly the kind of 4 letters I want to own, and I'm asking 6 figures for. At least I'm shooting for 6 figures.
Okay, one that you, in the same sort of vein of like a Tukey or whatever, you'd be looking to spend maybe somewhere in the 5-8 range, flipping.
Yeah, and I think you have to now. You could have gotten those. I mean, we could talk about that all day. Coulda, woulda, but those are the kind of names that have really increased in value in the auctions. Are these short, pronounceable, open vessel names? So that's those are kind of want to have my portfolio in big numbers.
Well,
that's a red dot.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're thinking of it
like metrics, some sort of like metrics based company.
Drew's thinking of it like targets and scopes. You know what I'm saying? He's he's going to
I'm thinking like Luigi Mangione.
That's not even okay. I'm gonna keep
Luigi.
It. All right, so that's the name you're gonna jet.
Mangione.
Luigi's Mansion.
No, Mangione.
Crazy times. Be careful out there. And so now, well, speaking of,
if you ain't killing people's grandmas, probably okay.
Probably all right. You know what I'm saying? Not taking out your grievances via violence and statewide manhunts and all that craziness. All right, but we are getting close to the end of the show. We're getting close to the end of the year. Let's do a quick round robin just on some parting thoughts.
By the way, there's more to that story, for sure.
Well, and that
dude, when you watch that video and you see how ice cold that dude was, nobody's that ice cold the first time they kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? So either this dude is a lot more to him, or it wasn't him, or there's just a lot more to the story. Like, I don't know, dude was, MK Ultra or something. Because there's definitely more to the story.
But
yeah,
the guy is sitting in McDonald's with the entire briefcase worth of evidence on him. He's got his ID, he's got the gun, he's got a manifesto. It's literally
a manifesto in his thing. He's got he's got
everything.
And everything's in a Faraday bag, and like it's just a little too.
And he's got a thing saying he's done it.
Yeah.
And he's one of the smartest people in his class. It just
he's the guy's a genius. He's literally like a genius. He's like designing sophisticated silicon chips one day, and then the next thing he's like an ice cold killer, and he walks around with a briefcase full of evidence. He's still got the silencer on it,
and he goes and has a McRib a couple of miles away.
Yeah, let me go get a McRib with my suppressor.
I mean, McRibs are pretty good. I'm thinking about getting one later, but I'm not bringing all my baggage with me.
Yeah, especially not just suppressor.
My recent assassination.
Yeah, so it'll
I don't know, man. The whole thing is so.
This is what I love about just the world and life is it is a crazy world out there. There's crazy things to talk about. What occupies our brain tomorrow, we'll have something else at the top to discuss. And it just, I don't know. I mean, I don't think, again, I don't want anybody to be killed to entertain me, but at the same time, there is always something to be entertained. Like if you can't find something to be entertained in this world right now, you are in a box and you got personal issues. Because
I think you also gotta, be willing to be entertained. I mean, life is crazy. It's tough out here. You know what I mean? You almost have to find where you can, because it's like it's gallows humor at times, and it's just some things it's how just,
I was telling my daughter that today. I was like, man, you gotta, when you get out of this college situation, you get in the world, you got to surround yourself with people that entertain you and people that are helpful. And if they're not either one of those, get rid of them. Like
entertaining and supportive, you know what I'm saying? And it's like us where it's both, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, look at our group. Yeah. If I call Josh Brand to help me, I guarantee in 3 months he'd be there.
All right, let's throw some predictions out there.
Yeah, let's do it, because we're down to the last like 5 minutes here. Drew, what do you think? So Bitcoin is taking a big old Bitcoin bitch shit today, you know what I'm saying? So
what? How big?
So it's
I didn't even know that. Yeah,
look at that. Up 95 right now, you know what I'm saying? So we
big old bird
bitch
94.
Ethereum is the big one.
But
Ethereum's dead. Ethereum's done. Look at a 5-year chart of Ethereum, and then try to tell me that Ethereum is going to make a comeback. Like,
so let's keep this. Here's the thing: we could either we can have our holiday show.
Right, so look, I'll throw out a couple of ideas. So, I think, do we want to stay positive?
I think just tell like it is, man. How you see it? Like,
I think that I think we've got a major black swan event coming on the horizon, probably immediately post, Trump coming into office. I think that it'll pretty much repeat 2020. You know what I mean? Like, or 2021, whatever that was. Big old black swan event, rebound, money printer goes burr, and massive amount of liquidity. We've got the largest amount of debt in human history rolling over next year, primarily in the United States, but also the EU, also China, also Japan. We got a lot of debt that needs to be rolled, and they can't do it at high interest rates. They're going to have to take interest rates down one way or another. I think they're going to use something artificial to get that done. Call that a pandemic, call it World War III, whatever it's going to be. But they're going to need to create a reason to get interest rates, because the world cannot roll its debt. And then when that happens, there's going to be a lot of liquidity that's going to come in. And I think that's going to drive, the tail end of this Bitcoin and crypto cycle and bull market. And that's going to drive a heck of a lot of domain sales. We saw it already in this last quarter. This Q4 2024 has been phenomenal. And I think that, with the exception of probably a divot we're going to take in the form of some kind of black swan event, we'll probably run right over it. And because of liquidity and because of dropping rates, and, you'll probably see a blow off top in the stock market. You probably see a blow off top in the crypto and Bitcoin market. And all of that is going to drive a lot of domain sales in 2025. I am very, very bullish on domain sales 2025, pretty much across the board. I think, yeah. So anyways, that's where I'm at.
All right. All right, Shane, what about you, man? What are your quick thoughts as far as going into the new year, closing out 2024, entering into 2025? What are your expectations are into this new year?
Yeah, from a investment standpoint, non-domains, I think Amazon runs the world. Like, I'm just looking every day. I look at, they've got new chips out that are NVIDIA. They're buying their own energy. They want to put up freaking nuclear plants. Like, they're the best shipping company in the world. They move faster than any of the shippers out there. I look at them as a company, and I think I've never seen anybody vertically integrate and do the best at every single vertical integration there is. It's just an incredible. So I have diversified anti-diversified a lot of my portfolio to have Amazon. That's just a company that I just can't get over how smart they are. And even like 2 quarters ago, that stock got blasted because they stopped buying NVIDIA chips. And they go, oh, they're not investing in AI. Bullshit. They were building their own chips. Fuck that. They're not buying chips from somebody else. They'll make them themselves. So they don't like the shipping? We'll do the shipping ourselves. Energy, can't have it? We'll build the energy ourselves. Like that's what vertical integration looks like in this world. So there I'm going there. I think this crypto money is going to diversify as well. I think people will be taking profits, and I think a lot of the crypto people are going to start looking more at diversified assets, and domain names will be part of it. I think companies will flourish and they will look to continue to buy domain names. I think I would 100% want exposure to domain names no matter what kind of investor I'm in right now. And us domain investors should kill it. Like everybody sitting here, everybody who's listened to Sherpa over the last 2 years should be in a position to monetize everything they've listened to over the last couple of years, because 25 will be good, just like 24 has been good for most of us. All you have to do is let them know you have the domain names. That's the key to them. You got to let people know that you're selling domain names. So I'm super bullish on it. I'm super happy with how things are going. Yeah, there could be blow off tops. Yes, there could be black swans. But as an investor that just keeps on investing, I'll take the highs and the lows. I just keep at it. I'm probably too old to be doing that at 55, but fuck it. My dick's gonna be healthy for 30 more years too, like that guy.
Right.